Welcome everybody to another episode of APTV, where we're having a spotlight on our partners for our virtual conference. And I'm delighted today to be joined by Matt Hammond, who's the MD of Europe and the UK for a company called Pagero. Matt, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you, Jamie?
Very good. Thank you for joining me today. So Matt, do you want to tell our audience a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Pagero, if you don't mind?
Yes, certainly. As you said, my name is Matt Hammond. I'm the Managing Director for Western Europe at Pagero. I've actually been with Pagero, relatively new to Pagero. I've been here since the beginning of the year, but I've been in the industry for well over 15 years now, delivering accounts payable, e-invoicing and P2P projects for the biggest company in the world, right down to some very, very small public sector bodies and pretty much everything in between thereof. Pagero, we started life in 2009 as just a pure play e-invoicing network. Over the years, we've evolved now into a truly global business to business network where we allow our customers to exchange documents with their trading partners right across their entire order to cash and procure to pay processes.
Great. And so you do the order to cash and the procure to pay. Actually, that's quite interesting, Matt, because we're actually joined during our conference by the chief executive of the CICM, so from the AR side. So we're going to be sort of focusing on how AP and AR can actually work collaboratively. So it'd be quite interesting because I know you're going to do a speaker slot during our conference this year. So it'd be interesting to get your thoughts on that probably during the conference.
Yeah, certainly. I'd be more than happy to do that. Yeah, it's a very unique proposition in the market right now. There isn't really many people that can do both, or certainly do both with kind of equal competence and skill. Let's say. So historically, most providers have either focused on the accounts payable or the accounts receivable, which when you take a step back from it, seems a rather daft proposition. It's almost like having SAP for one ledger and Oracle for another. Doesn't really make much sense, particularly with today's technology where you can have all of your inbound and outbound traffic through one single connection.
Brilliant. Okay, well, that's brilliant. And what would you say in the UK or in Europe maybe is your USP, Matt? What would you say for our audience?
I would say, depending if you're a national or multinational company, on the multinational side, it really would be our footprint of global compliance. We have the largest global footprint of e-invoicing and electronic transaction compliance. We're also linked in and connected directly to majority of all the government systems out there for transaction compliance too. Also, our approach, the openness of how we operate. For example, on the accounts payable projects, what we're trying to do when we enroll suppliers for our AP customers is leverage the investments that those suppliers have made already. There are way too many requests for electronic invoicing and electronic trading out there. The last thing anyone's suppliers want to do is when you embark on an AP project is be saddled with joining another network and another investment on technology. What we believe is we should be getting into a place now where it's like mobile phones. You choose your network of choice, and your network then connects you to every other network out there, and then you can talk to and transact with whoever is asking you, regardless of what network they are using themselves.
Brilliant, sounds excellent. And as I say, obviously this year, as you're aware, that we were prepped for our largest conference. We were all looking forward to a live face-to-face conference. Unfortunately, that can't go ahead. But we're doing the next best thing, actually, Matt. So we're going virtual, but we're doing it live from a studio. So let me ask you, what is it you're looking forward to in our virtual conference this year?
Really, interacting with the practitioners and hearing them out, understanding what their current challenges are. The industry is moving, it's going for another growth spurt right now. It's moving very, very fast. It's reacting to some unique challenges that are out there in the market. Really getting a hold of those firsthand is really key for ourselves. I mean, for example, the challenges and the problems that everyone's trying to solve this time last year really aren't the same this year. I mean, don't think anyone this time last year had top of mind business continuity against the backdrop of a pandemic.
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think, things have moved, the goalposts have moved, but I think, there's winners and losers in every market, but I think you've got to adapt, especially in your industry. And you're right, in the AP industry, one of the underlying things I've said to many people, I've done loads of these sessions where AP teams will have to do more with less. They're going to have less resource. They're going to have to probably process more invoices or transactions, but with less resource. So I think anything that can support their journey will be a massive positive. So really looking forward to getting you at the conference this year. Obviously, it's going to be as live as we possibly can make it. We're really looking forward to joining you on the 20th of October. Any final words before we wrap up for today, Matt?
Yeah, just echo your sentiments. I'm really looking forward to the conference too. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much for taking the time today, and see you on the 20th.
No problem. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Bye.
Cheers.